Mr. Speaker, as I've reminded my colleagues many times, there is not a congressional district in America that's hunger-free. And hunger in America defies stereotypes. Many families that grapple with food insecurity are working, but still don't make enough money to buy sufficient food and after all the bills are paid. That's why on the Monday and Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I participated in the 9th annual Monte's March, a 43-mile walk to raise awareness about hunger in our community and to raise money for the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts. The leader of our march was Monte Belmonte, a well-known radio personality and a committed activist on behalf of those who are vulnerable. I was so proud to join him again this year to walk the 43 miles, and I'm even more proud that he raised nearly $300,000. This translates into nearly 3 million meals for people struggling with food insecurity. Mr. Speaker, I was so impressed by the incredible generosity of our community. It was inspiring. While food banks, food pantries, and charitable organizations are vital in our efforts to combat hunger, they cannot do it alone. We need a strong commitment by our government to do its part. Indeed, I would argue that we have fallen short of doing what is needed. Those who I had the pleasure of marching alongside during Monte's March understand that, and they understand what it means to be part of a community. So today I would like to thank them for their work. First and foremost, to Monte Belmonte and all the people at WRSI, The River, Mark Latanzi, Joan Holliday, Kayla Smith, Kelly Sykes, Betsy Cortez, Matt Peterson, and Steve Trumpy. Thank you so very much. You are all wonderful. I'd like to thank Andrew Morehouse, the Executive Director of the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts, and everyone at the Food Bank for all the incredible work that they do. I'd like to thank Sean Barry from Four Seasons Liquor in Hadley, who was Monte's right-hand man for 2 days. I'd like to thank all the elected officials who joined part of the march, including Congressman Joe Kennedy, State Representative Aaron Vega, State Senator-elect Joe Comerford, and State Representatives-elect Natalie Blais, Mindy Dome, Dan Carey, and Lindsay Sabadosa. And of course, I'd like to thank the Northwestern District Attorney, David Sullivan. I'd like to thank East Hampton Mayor Nicole LaChapelle, Northampton Mayor David Narkowitz, and Chicopee Mayor Richard Koss, who have always been key partners in the fight to end hunger. I want to thank Tim Garvin of the United Way of Central Massachusetts, Ron Johnson, CEO of the Martin Luther King Jr. Family Services in Springfield, Ruben Reyes, Operations Manager at Lorraine's Soup Kitchen in Chicopee, and Jasmine Colin, Kate's Kitchen in Holyoke. Each of them has done so much to help those who are struggling with hunger. I want to thank you a special thank you to the Sheriff's Departments in Hampden, Hampshire, and Franklin counties, as well as the Deerfield Police, who provided escorts for us during all 43 miles. We are so grateful for all that they do to keep us safe every day. Thank you to Expandable Brass Band, the drum corps from Franklin County Tech School, and performers from Double Edge Theater in Ashfield for keeping us jazzed up during the entire march. I want to thank you to everyone who gave us space to rest and good food along the way. The Bistro at Gateway City Arts in Holyoke, Sierra Grill, Bridgeside Grill, Berkshire Brewing Company, Ben Clark of Clarkdale Fruit Farms, the Tea Guys, Stone Soup Cafe, and the Hope and Olive and Magpie in Greenfield. Thank you to the school children who greeted us and raised funds to support our cause, including Nurse Meg and her team of marchers from Conway Grammar School, Steph Barry and Irving Elementary, Mr. Brooks and the Smith Voc Tech for their help with the carts we used to march. I want to, of course, thank my son Patrick, who marched with me the entire second day, and finally to our VIP marchers, Chia Collins, Steve the Hippie, Rick and Georgianne Christek, Andrea Evazian, Marina Goldman, Lee Ray, Kristen Elechko and her baby, Elizabeth Dunaway, Marianne Mahoney, Michelle Spaziani, Amy Proetti, Neftali Duran, Margot Wise, Terry Wise. We simply could not have done this without you. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Mr. Speaker, I was glad to be part of this, but I close by expressing my deep concern about the future. With so many people in need of assistance, any cuts to SNAP would be devastating for families across this country. This next Congress needs to stand firm against any more cuts to SNAP. We ought to stand firm against any structural changes to the program and any more burdensome requirements. We must protect this program and other programs that provide people nutrition. Food ought to be a fundamental right for everybody in this country. We live in the richest country in the history of the world. Nobody should be hungry. And in the spirit of all of those who took part in Monte's March, we in this Congress can and will do better. We must end hunger now. I yield back my time.
Gentlemen,